All right, let's get started. Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you all for taking the time to be here today. My name is Anita and I am the marketing specialist for the Asia Pacific team at Grandstream Network. I am based in our Los Angeles office in the US, and also here with me today is our lovely technical support engineer Shi Ying, who is coming to you from our office in Malaysia. She will be doing a live demo of the UCM firmware towards the end of the presentation. We are covering a lot of exciting materials today, so I hope that you're all ready for it. Feel free to type in the chat box anytime if you have any questions. We will also have a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. But before we get going, I wanted to start by giving a fun fact about the month of October. That is, October is a national month for self-improvement. And what better way to celebrate this by learning about how to improve call centers with Grandstream solutions. For those of you who are not familiar with Grandstream, this is the most important thing you need to know about us. In Grandstream, we believe in connecting the world. We believe every business, large or small, should have the tools to communicate from anywhere on any device. And we design products that make this belief become a reality. This mission shapes the core solutions that we offer and provide for SMBs to feel empowered. And to show you that, first in our agenda, we'll be going over Grandstream's product portfolio used for call center solutions. Then we'll dive into talking about call center handsets and IPPBX call center features. Next, we'll have Shi Ying show you a live demonstration of the built-in call center features of the UCM firmware. Then we'll wrap it all up with a case study that was done in India. First off, Grandstream has a very strong portfolio for call center solutions that are designed to help any business organization in a customer service role to tap into advanced voice over IP calling features for a more streamlined, enjoyable customer service experience. Here we have a look at some of the different product models that are widely deployed in the customer service sector. Our GXP 1600 IP phone series, as well as our UCM IP PBX model, offer a variety of features to enable great customer service, which is exactly what I will be presenting today. In APAC, we have a lot of call center markets, and finding the most efficient tools is a top priority. Our most highly recognized IP phone models in Grandstream's portfolio are our GXP 1600 series. The 1610 and 1615 are widely deployed in call centers and are regarded as the #1 handset for call center solutions. The GXP 1610 and 15 are high quality and affordable phones that have all the great functionalities a call center would require. These IP phones are built with one-line EHS support for handsets and multi-language support. It even has a dedicated button for call recording, and the difference between these two models is that the 1615 has integrated PoE to deliver value and functionality. Our next series of models that are used for call center deployment are our GXP 1620 and 1625. These have all the same great features as the 1610 and 15, but are equipped with two lines, and the 1625 has integrated PoE. Keep in mind that all these models in our 1600 series are not only deployed with our UCM, but can be deployed with various platforms such as Mitel, Genban, Genesis, BroadSoft, Cisco, Metaswitch, Avaya, and more. Users looking for a simple and easy-to-use IP phone can rely on the GXP's 1600 series to fit and exceed their needs with its incredible and rich features. For those of you who are not familiar with our UCM series, they are one of our hugely successful product lines. The UCM 6200 series IP PBX provides a manageable solution that combines enterprise-grade voice, video, data, and mobility features into one centralized, easy-to-manage solution that is affordable for businesses of all sizes. The UCM 6200 series has standout features that can hold up to 100 concurrent calls and can support up to 800 SIP endpoints. Most importantly, the UCM 6200 series has zero configuration endpoint provisioning and no licensing fees. These features make deploying and managing a business communication solution easy for any call center. Now diving into the UCM call center features, UCM supports one of the fundamental building blocks of every call center system that is called queues. Users could create, delete, and edit each call queue separately in order to fit the changing needs of the deployed telephony system. For example, adding new agents, removing agents, changing the call distribution strategy, and enabling and disabling automatic recording. Users can also set many advanced features, which includes custom ringtones, set failover destination upon call timeout, and many other interesting features. So the main general features of the UCM is that it supports lightweight call center features, including virtual queues, position announcement, statistics, and switchboard. Now moving on to call queue agents, where agents are referred as the people who handle incoming queues with the customers. They can be defined in two types, static and dynamic agents. First of all, static agents are always in the queue. This is good if you have set business hours. You know that your static agents will always be there to assist on calls. As for dynamic agents, they can be useful when managing a number of contact center style workflow. The only difference here is that dynamic agents can log in and out of queues. They offer several advantages over static agents, such as your agents often move between workstations using different phones or computers. They can choose their own time on when they can provide support. You can track dynamic agents' productivity with their specific times of their login and logout. It's also really useful if you have a lot of agents who either have different schedules or if there aren't enough static agents at the moment, you will need people to fill in. So dynamic agents can be considered as good substitutes during those times of need. So basically you have three options when assigning your agents. Static agents, again, which are always on queue in providing support. Then you have your dynamic agents where they have more flexibility and can log in and out of queues. Or the third option is a mix of both. The maximum number of agents for call queues are dependent on the UCM device model as followed in the chart. So for example, our UCM 6510 can have a maximum of 120 agents helping in the call queue. Call control is a vital feature for call centers. Agents have full control over the calls with the support of almost all known features that are needed within a call center system for their day-to-day operations. These feature set includes putting calls on hold, call transfers, three-way conferences, and call park. This call can be done through their switchboard from the UCM. To use these features, the users have two options, using standard feature keys or codes on the phone. For example, the agent can use the transfer button on his or her phone in order to transfer calls, or use the UCM corresponding feature code for the call hold in order to put a call on hold. You would typically want to use the feature code for when you're using an analog phone, where your phone doesn't have a call button, or for some reason your buttons don't work, you will have a backup method. So we all know what it's like to sit and wait in a call queue. Luckily, we found an alternative way to not put customers through that waiting period. The UCM virtual queue feature allows users to provide a callback number so that an agent will give them a ring when it's their turn. Basically, after a customer's waiting time exceeds a configurable time frame, the customer will be prompted to choose if he or she wishes to stay on the line or leave a callback number without losing their position in the queue, allowing you to hang up. When it's their turn, the UCM will place automatically a call to the callback number. In other words, you can go about your normal activity and not have to wait on someone to get your questions answered. For those that don't mind waiting on a queue and staying on the line, we have a feature called position announcement, that allows users to check the status and the wait time of where they are in the queue. The caller's position in the queue will be announced periodically within a figurable time frame. So you'll hear like you are number 45, then followed by a pause, and then an updated number every so often. This can help the caller to decide whether to wait longer for an agent to answer the call, leave a callback request, or simply hang up. Also, if you're waiting and then somehow you decide that you want to provide a callback number in the middle of your wait, you can press the number 2 key or however the UCM was configured to provide that callback number. So I have a funny story to tell you all where not too long ago, I had called my bank because I needed to check on the status of some money I had wired. But just my luck, I was put on hold, and after waiting and waiting for some time, I actually fell asleep with the phone still on hold. I then caught myself dozing off and thought there has to be a better way. I really had wished that they were using our Grandstream's UCM so that I could at least give them a callback number or just at least see what position I was in their queue. The switchboard is essential for any call center. It allows the agent to check extensions, check queues, and maintain the operation from a single interface. UCM has a simple and easy to use switchboard for real-time monitoring of call queues and performance. These different operations include list the waiting calls, list the proceeding calls, and list the agent status. The switchboard gives agents full visibility of their phone system and their progress on the queues. In every call center, there is one chairman agent per call queue. The queue chairman's switchboard has more advanced features and control over the call queues of their assigned group extensions. They have the ability to see everything of what each member is doing, who's currently on a call, who's unavailable, and who is waiting. The chairman can also control how they want to assign queues and in what way they are sent to the static and dynamic agents. On the UCM, there's a drop-down list for the queue ring strategy, which includes ring all, where everyone will receive the queue ring, linear, where it'll ring by ascending order of extensions for the agent, least recent, to send the ring to the person who had the longest break, or randomized, where it can go to anyone. There are so many options in which the chairman can choose. The chairman or manager can also view the overall statistics and see which agents are underperforming, if there are high amount of abandoned calls, who has a low talk time average. Using all this information, the chairman can monitor and improve the quality of their team and make sure call flows are moving efficiently. We all know for a call center, the only way to improve customer service is to review call queue statistics. The UCM provides these stats in categories that are easy to read and review. UCM has also built-in call queue statistics for performance measurement and agents evaluation, which helps manager and chairman to make the right decision in improving the call center's day-to-day operations. The call queue statistics provided by the UCM have some amazing filtering options which can be used to get every detailed information about the performance of each queue separately or the full system. Using these filters, the chairman can get the information on call distribution by agent, by the time unit, queues, filtered by start and end time, and many more. And for this slide, it shows briefly some of the statistics which has listed the average, unanswered, and abandoned calls, as well as the average call and waiting time and many more information. You may wonder, what is the average wait time before a caller is connected with an agent? What was the longest wait time of customer experience? How long are conversations lasting on average? Which agents are talking to customers longer than the average? With our comprehensive suite of reports, you can answer all these questions and more. Now at this time, I will turn this section over to Xiying, who will be showing you a live demo of our UCM firmware.
Hello everyone. Right now I'm going to demonstrate how to create a call queue. So once you log into the UCM web interface, you navigate to the call features and call queues. Our UCM series support call queue by using a static agent or a dynamic agent. Here, we have a few call queues created. You can click on the add and specify the call queue extension. In this example, we have 6503. And you can specify the name for it. So I create Finance APAC. Please specify the name. Here you can decide the call distribution. We have 5 available strategies. Here you go. We have ring all. Ring all means UCM will ring all the available agents at the same time until one answer. For linear, the call will ring at agent's phone following an order previously configured, only for static agents. And for this reason, the system will select the agent who has not answered the phone for the longest period. Fewest call. The system will assign the call to the agent with the lowest number of call answers so far. Also, we have random, so the UCM will ring a random agent. And lastly, we have a round robin. The UCM will ring the agents in round robin scheduling with memory. So you also can configure the maximum wait time. So if it's set to 0, meaning that the caller will have to stay in with the wait unlimitedly in the system. So I would set it like 5 or 15 seconds, and then now you save and apply changes. It takes some minutes to get the changes to be applied in the system. All right, here you go. Next, I'm going to show you the switchboard. So under the switchboard, you can see that there are 4 call queues created. We have support after hours, support APAC, and a new call queue created just now. And you can see the available agents under this button of the page. And I'm going to show you like doing a test call. So right now, I'm going to call into this support after hour. And you will show you how many calls are waiting here. So you can see that there's a call coming in, waiting for agent to pick up. And here's the options for you to handle the call by the admin. So I get the answer. So right now the available agent answered the call. And you can see that it will show under the preceding section. And if you go to the option, you can see you can transfer the call. Oops. You can transfer the call, you can disconnect the call, and I can do it once more time. Sorry. Let me disconnect this one. All right. So this now I say that from the admin page you can actually transfer the call, hang up the call, or call insert, or even you can call batch. Supervisor can also call batch what the agent is talking over to the callers. Right now I'm going to disconnect this call here. The next thing I'm going to show you is about dynamic agent login. So what's dynamic agent login? Is a method where the agents, the UCM gives the user the flexibility to dynamically log in and log out from the call queue. So in this way, the agent will log in once they arrive in the office and log out when they are leaving. So for this one, the administrator has to configure the postfix code by following the example. For this one, I have configured star key to log in. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to log in here. Oh, give me some second. I'm going to config this one. I'm changing the dial plan so that you're able to dial the 6500 with the 2-star key. Give me a second. Call second. Here you go. Save and apply. Alright. Let me try it again. Here you go. So you can see that agent 1008 is dynamically logged into the phone, and you can see the status here is showing dynamic. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the user portal. So as an agent, you may be interested to find out how many calls you have answered or you have abandoned. So you can log in as an agent, and you will be seeing all your basic information, personal data, value-added features. So once you log into your UCM user portal, you can navigate to the value-added features, and then go to call queues, and you'll be seeing the number of calls waiting, proceeding, and also available agents if you have you'll be assigned as a queueman or the supervisor of the call queue. After this, I'll be talking about the virtual queues. As mentioned by Anita, if you click on the Edit button, and then you navigate to advanced setting. And here we go, you can see a virtual queue. This is a new function called virtual call queue with a callback request that has been added to the UCM call queue module. And this allows the customer or the callers to receive a callback instead of waiting in the queue for a long time. So when you enable this, you can actually configure whether to offer the caller after the timer is second, or you can have the UCM to trigger on the user request by pressing on the keys. Second things that I would like to talk about is the position announcement. So UCM support the call queue position announcement, where the caller's position in the queue will be announced periodically within a time frame. This is helpful for the callers to decide whether to wait more for the agent to answer the call, or leave a call back request, or simply just hang up the call. So you can actually configure how long you want to have the position announcement to be played in the system prompt here. Lastly, I will talk about the call queue statistic. So starting a firmware 1.15.14, so we have a new interface where you will be seeing the new layouts to start to see the call queue statistics. So here I will be selecting started 2 days ago, and then you can save, and it will generate a call queue statistic report in this page. Yeah, here you go. So you'll be seeing all the agents status, how many totals and answer calls, and also the answer rates and average talk time here. So that's all for my demonstrations. I will pass this back to Anita for her presentation.
Okay, thank you, Sheen, for that very informative and great live demonstration. Please feel free to write on our Q&A section at the bottom of your screen if you have any questions about what she had just went over. Now let's take a look at one of Grandstream's call center deployments in our featured case study with ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank is India's largest private sector bank that uses Genesis for their central customer care center in Mumbai and Hyderabad. Their requirement was to have a cost-effective third-party SIP IP phone solution, which could support features of Genesis in their entire contact center. Grandstream's DXP IP phones were chosen because they not only met the right price point, but a custom fit was delivered to ICICI Bank within 2 days that met all feature requests to match Genesis contact center requirements. In summary, Grandstream helped ICICI Bank replace their old system with a comprehensive Genesis customer experience platform to offer a single routing and reporting system, and provide a universal view for managing interactions across multiple channels. This scalable platform now orchestrates customer information gathered from all channels in an omni-channel agent desktop, providing agents with a full picture of each customer's previous interactions with the bank. Thanks to Grandstream's IP phones, ICICI Bank now had a trusted backup to manage their call flow and ensure high customer satisfaction was always met. And that's a wrap for today. However, it doesn't end here. Feel free to visit us at www.grandstream.com to check out more information on call centers, products, and upcoming events like webinars, trade shows, and training. Also, don't forget to follow and like us on Facebook. The APAC team would really appreciate it if you would leave a review or invite your friends to the page as well. We try to post daily, so expect new and fresh content every week. Thank you again for joining me today. Now I would like to take a few minutes to answer any questions that you may have. So as you continue to get your questions answered, I would just like to say before people start leaving, thank you so much for attending this webinar. I hope to see you all again soon. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact us at sales_Asia@grandstream.com. I will be sending you all a thank you email, which will include links to the presentation and the webinar recording. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.